let's go over how to use today's file in Photopea. First things first, you need to download the file onto your computer. Once it's downloaded, you can open it in the website called photopea.com. Now, if you try to open it on your computer, it's going to give you an error message, so be sure you're on the correct website. Next, we're really going to be using this layers panel on the side here to navigate through this document. So I need to open these little arrows here to see for step 2 if there are any hidden layers that need to be shown. And the way you know something is hidden, it's usually made very dark and the little eye is not highlighted. So in order to show a layer, you simply have to click on the little eye on the left side of your panel, your layers panel, or you can click on it again to hide it. So there's a few little pieces I've hidden in there that you're going to need. For step 3, there might be a few extra pieces that you may not need. So you might not know that right away, but if you kind of show and hide and you don't see any change, that's probably an extra piece you might not need as a layer. Now, the next step is about changing this background color. And here's a helpful hint. I've given you a final image that this is supposed to look like, because obviously this is a big mess. So I would highly recommend you go to File, you either open or open in place. Here's the difference. Open is going to put this file in its own tab. So you're going to see that if I click between them, I have 2 documents open. This is a good way of seeing what my final image is supposed to look like. But I think there's a better way. I can go back to this and I'm going to actually go to Open in Place. When I go to File, Open in Place, I'm going to put this final image right on top of everything. That's going to let me really see if I'm doing this correctly. So I can hide this while I work and then show it to double check that my arrangement is correct. So I want this background color to match this background color, and that's like a nice slate gray, and right now I have a very bright orange, mustardy color. So in order to do that, you're going to see that there's a layer called background layer. And this right here is called a fill layer. It just means it's filled with color, and it's easily editable. To edit it, you simply double click on the little color swatch in the layers panel. You'll get the color picker, and then you can kind of find the gray you want. I'm gonna ask for something very similar in tone, right? A nice light gray. If you're not sure, you can always look at the reference image again. Once you're happy with your color, you're going to hit OK. Now step 5 is about bringing in the photograph, because you can see I'm missing a layer in this whole document. I'm missing the picture of the chair. So I'm going to go to File, Open in Place again, and we've given you a picture called furniture.jpg. You're going to hit Open. And what that should do is bring in that file here. Now the reason why I can't see it is that it's all the way down here with my background layer. So I'm going to just drag it right on top of everything. That's going to let me resize this to match the original really well. I like to have the original in my document because while I work, I can just hide, show, and make sure everything's lined up. Once you've brought in your furniture picture, you're going to start working on the chunk of this assignment, which is rearranging it, because obviously we have a mess here where things are kind of rotated off the screen, things are missing, things are not in the right location. And your job is to rearrange and organize those layers so that it looks like this image. The last major step you're going to do, once you've made this look much more appropriate, is you're going to research and bring in your own image of some furniture that kind of goes with this aesthetic. So think about the tones, the color, and the vibe. We really want you to make this your own so you can research your own photograph. And you know now how to bring in a photograph. You would download it to your computer, then go to File, Open in Place, and lay it out in this document. When you are done laying out your entire layout, you're going to go to File, Export As, and then choose JPEG. And that's the file you're going to submit to Google Classroom today. We are going to ask that you do your first check-in right after you change your background color, just so that we know you're able to access the file and you feel comfortable with the work. We may ask for additional check-ins. Please make sure you update your progress so that we know where you're at and if you need any support. Good luck.